What if your worst mistake becomes your death sentence? What if desperation, fear, and survival collided and left behind a trail of blood, guilt, and injustice? Today, we uncover the heartbreaking story of Nimisha Priya, an Indian nurse in Yemen, a mother, a migrant now staring at the gallows. But this story isn't just about Nimisha, it's about us, our laws, our society, and what we do when justice becomes a question mark. This video is more than just a timeline, it's a wake up call. In 2008, Nimisha Priya, a trained nurse from Kerala, traveled to Yemen, chasing the dream so many migrants do, a better life, better pay, and a better future for her daughter. But what followed was a nightmare. Trapped in an exploitative partnership with a local Yemeni man, Kadir, who allegedly confiscated her passport and subjected her to abuse. Nimisha's choices narrowed to desperation. In 2017, she was accused of drugging and murdering him, later dismembering his body with help from another Indian national. Yes, it's brutal, but ask yourself, was this a premeditated crime or the last gasp of a woman stripped of agency, cornered by fear and trauma? Even the prosecution didn't deny the abuse. But under Yemen's Sharia law, she was sentenced to death. Let's pause here because the question we must ask isn't just what she did, but why and under what system. Under Yemeni law, qiyas or retributive justice applies, meaning the victim's family can demand execution or accept diya, blood money, as compensation. As of now, they have refused. India's Supreme Court has dealt with similar moral complexity in Dhananjay Chatterjee versus State of West Bengal in 2004, where it reaffirmed that the rarest of rare principle must guide capital punishment. Could Nimisha's case, if tried in India, be seen as mitigating under provocation, domestic abuse, or lack of intent? We'll never know because migrant workers are often judged not just by what they did but where they are, and that makes all the difference. Behind every legal document, every headline, there's a human story. Nimisha's mother begging for mercy across continents. Her daughter, now 12, growing up with absence, grief, and silence. This isn't just one woman on death row, it's about thousands of Indian migrant workers, over 8 million, who often suffer silently in foreign lands. Whether it's passport seizure, forced labor, or legal helplessness, Nimisha is a face among many. Only her case got the spotlight. How many others disappear into the dark? So here's the question. Can Nimisha still be saved? Yes, but it still depends on us. The Indian government is working on diplomatic negotiations. NGOs are trying to raise the blood money required to save her life. You can support verified campaigns and pressure the state to act. And beyond Nimisha, this is the moment to push for better protection for migrant workers, stronger legal aid abroad, and rehabilitation instead of retribution. Because justice isn't only about laws, it's about human dignity. Nimisha Priya may or may not survive this ordeal, but the question she leaves us with is far bigger. What does justice mean in a world divided by borders but united in silence? Do we reserve empathy only for the innocent or also for the broken? And when the system fails, do we walk away or speak up? Today, I ask you not just to learn but to act. Check the description for links where you can support Nimisha's cause and others like her. Comment your thoughts respectfully. Share her story. And if the story moved you, subscribe because we unpack truths the headlines often ignore. This isn't just a case, it's a mirror. And maybe it's time we all looked into it. Help save Nimisha Priya. Support legal aid and blood money negotiations. Share this video with your family and friends. Start the conversation. Tell us in the comments, should Nimisha's life be spared? Why or why not? Subscribe for powerful stories that go beyond the surface. Take care. Bye.